122-run opening partnership, which is still going strong. Priyansh and Simran for Punjab. They won the toss and chose to bat in Dharamshala. And boy, have they been batting. It is good, and it is so good. They're just hitting it to, I think they must have lost at least 6 or 7 balls to the hills by now, because they've just been hitting them everywhere. But yeah, it's just brilliant batting by them.
Outstanding batting. They've just cashed in. I wouldn't say the bowling's been horrible. It's not like there's been lots of full tosses that have missed marks. Maybe if we're critiquing Mitchell Starc a little bit aggressively, he was maybe a bit too aggressive. He attacked the stumps maybe a little bit too long. There was a bit of swing on offer. So I think that interested him to keep going full and at the stumps. But this opening pair, as they've shown all season, they've been quick to capitalise on anything that hasn't quite hit the mark, and they've destroyed them.
But seeing a young left-hander opening the batting, hitting so many sixes, does it gladden your heart?
Oh yeah, very nice, very nice. Particularly up in the beautiful surrounds of the hills of Dharamshala. What a stadium! But yeah, Priyansh, he's just absolutely led the way. And it's just been the way they've worked together, hasn't it? If one of them's going, the other one will, just hold back for a few balls or allow him to strike. And then as soon as there's a single, perhaps Simran just picks up and starts hitting him as well. So it's just there's no relief, no respite for the Delhi bowlers, other than the one over from Natarajan, his first of the tournament, which went for 4.
Yeah, which got 4, and I just want to tell you the Comm Box curse, because he's come back for his second over, first ball, and he's managed to get a wicket.
Oh,
so he's got Priyansh. The Comm Box strikes, but that doesn't take away from the fact that he scored a brilliant 70 at a strike rate of 205. He's been fantastic, and I tell you what this partnership has done. Besides the Natarajan over, they've been democratic. They've dismissed everybody with equal disdain.
Absolutely.
Right, when you look at that, look at those economy rates. They have not preferred anyone, and they've not left anybody out. They're like, all of you, we shall dispatch all of you equally, without malice, without prejudice.
Yeah, Kuldeep Yadav. That's a tough first couple of overs. How many more does he get? Because they just advanced down. Priyansh was putting him back over his head onto the roof. But yeah, no apparent spin in the wicket. So they're...
But he was good though. Kuldeep did manage to fox Priyansh a couple of deliveries. He's just such a genius. He's such an artist, Kuldeep, that even when there's nothing in the pitch for him, he'll still manage to get 1 or 2 away and outfox the batter.
Yeah, he uses his pace well, but he's probably, if anything, just allowed both batters just to leverage underneath a little bit. But credit, Priyansh played a beautiful reverse sweep off him that smoked away. So loving his temperament, actually. I mean, he's dismissed now, Priyansh, but he's done his job.
More than his job, you'd say, because with this batting lineup that has Marco Jansen at 8, perhaps Omarzai then as well, this is a proper batting lineup, which in these conditions now is perhaps eyeing 230.
Yep.
Got to be.
Yeah, I would think so. Well, they got up in around there last time, didn't they? And they're more well set now than the game 3 or 4 days ago here. So this could be a serious onslaught here. It could be entertaining. Just all the way through. They're just going to come out and go big. Well, I guess one thing they've got to be careful of is they don't get so reckless that suddenly in these amazing positions you can just go tick, 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 tick and suddenly lose 4 wickets or 3 or 4 and it just dries up. And you lose that really powerful position you're in. They're going to get 200, but can they get it to 230 and almost wipe Delhi out of it?
Yeah, and if they do that, remember, if they can wipe Delhi out today, that means that they go top of the table and they would be sitting really pretty at 17 points and will actually make them the first team to guaranteed qualify. They'll get a Q against their name. But so Delhi's got a lot to fight for, because then Delhi will be at 12 games and 13 points. So they're under serious threat of getting left behind. So yeah, they'll be motivated, but they'll have to show a little more with their bowling. Out of what you've seen so far, who's actually the Delhi bowler, besides Natarajan has bowled that 1 over out of all the others? She's still backing Kuldeep to kind of get more wickets. So where do you think the wickets are coming from?
I'd have to think. I think Stark's, they're going to keep him till the end. I mean, there's a thing with Stark, and we saw it all last year, didn't we?
Yeah.
He can go the journey a little bit in those first couple of overs because he searches for wickets, but he can still have an impact in a game. He can come back on, and that's the beauty of all the bowlers. So any one of those bowlers, but the main weapon, Mitchell Starc at the top of the order, he can come back and close the innings out and limit the damage. He's got that capability. And you're right, Kuldeep, he can just create enough doubt in a batter's mind. Interesting to see if Axer gives himself another over or two just to try to be really, get the ball in there nice and tight and just limit the boundaries. That's the key.
Starc has been very expensive in the power play. I mean, he's been the most expensive bowler in the power play, actually, in this tournament. He's gone at 11.3, which is just a shade over Shardul, and Shardul's not playing anymore for Lucknow. So for a competitor like Starc, he's not going to like that stat, right?
No.
So he's going to be even more fired up when he comes back in the end, because those are the kind of champions that have the mindset of I have to contribute and I have to make a dent on this game. They don't brush away one bad game, basically. No. They're not the kind of guys that do that.
Yeah, he's played enough of this type of cricket and 50-over cricket to know that there's times and passages where that will happen to him. But I think your point's right. He's balanced enough to reflect on it and work out why and what, and then, okay, now my job's to do this at the back end and stem the flow. You can go at 8, 9 and over, but let's not go at consistently 14 and 15 and over towards that back end. Let's try and just pull it back.
A lot of batting for Punjab to come. At this point, it is looking at a well over 200-plus score. But if Delhi can restrict them to around 200. When do you think those words be together in a sentence? Restricted 200 in the same sentence. But if Punjab stops at 200, Delhi would have done well to restrict them. That is true. That's just the kind of blazing start that Priyansh and Prabh Simran have given Punjab. The captain Shreyas Iyer is at the crease now with Prabh Simran. Prabh Simran is cramping up quite a bit, so I don't know how long he'll be around. Perhaps he'll go into kamikaze mode and say, all right, no guts, no glory. So they've got enough batting to follow, so they're going to be backing themselves for at least another 100 runs in the back 10. We'll come back and discuss that on Cricbuzz Live at the end of this batting effort. So do join us then. Thank you for watching Cricbuzz Comm Box.